So we'll be starting shortly. I'm just sending the link out. I don't know if anyone is actually going to watch. But here we are. Alright. We're just about ready to start now. Just need to pull up chat on my phone. And then we'll be ready to go. I'm excited. I feel bad because I didn't want to do this late, but here we are. I was hoping that, maybe some of my friends would be in call with me, but it looks like that's no longer the case. Then again, it's fine. But here we go. Let's get this started. This first part moves too fast for me to read. I'm Arazlam, a student Evilis middle age. You are familiar with the War of the Lions, no? It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Evilis in two. Here we first find the mention of Delito Hyrule, a hitherto unknown young man, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark act of our history. His is a heroism of a great renown, a story familiar to all who dwell within our land. But what the eye sees oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth. There was another young man, the youngest of House Beowulf, long famed for producing leaders of knights and men. There is no official record of the role he played in history's stage. However, according to the Durai papers, the existence of which became known to the public only this last year, they had long lain concealed in the church archives. This forgotten young man is in fact the true hero. The church maintains that he was a heretic, an inciter of unrest, and a disturber of peace. Which account is to be believed? Join me in my search to uncover the answer. But before we begin, might I ask you share with me your name and the date of your birth? So, our main character's name is Ramza, if we don't change it. I will be changing it. I always change it. It's always going to be me. Even though technically changing it to my birthday, I don't think is best for your game. It's not horrible, but it's not the best. That is Alazam. This game is very near and dear to my heart. It's probably one of the first ever games I've actually played. Which means since, like, I'll continue that in a minute. O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Evilise, but deliver us from our salvation. Oops. Lady Ophelia, it's time. I'll not be much longer, Agrios. Your escort has already arrived, Majesty. Please heed the good lady's words, Highness. You must hurry. Sorry. Still in here, are you? It's been the better part of an hour. Gefgarion, you forget yourself, sir. You are in presence of the princess. Mayhaps bowed heads would less offend. You would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries. I see even the noble order of the northern sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves. A guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought to not expect chivalry. We are in employ of the order, not of it. Our pay does not cover the trite courtesies to the likes of you. Govern your tongue. Enough. Let us be on our way. The Father watch over you, child. And you, elder. Milady, the enemy is upon us. Duke Goltana's men? We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep. What is it, Jesse? You above getting paid to do a job? I'm a knight no longer, just another sellsword. Right then, to battle. I'm not the best voice actor. Deliver us, O Lord. So, hopefully, by the end of this, I'll be a little bit more able to do voices. They bear the crest of the Black Lion. Duke Goltana must be mad. Does he mean to start a war? You there, wench. You cannot hope to defeat us. We'll surrender the princess, if not, well, I'd hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours. Head-on assault. These are the swords of Goltana. Blackwood's one and all. In that case, we should be able to handle this without you, Gefgarion. Mayhap you could, but there's no money to be made in that. Lad, Jesse with me. And here we start our first battle. Yeah, but wait. Kill them all. Leave no man standing. You would have us slaughter them? Are you mad? Kill them here and you'll have played into Duke Goltana's hands. We only need to put them around. I find dead men rout more easily. So, there's two versions of this game, for those of you who don't know. There's this version that I'm playing right now, which is the War of the Lions version, which is the remake version, technically. It has updated and better translated dialogue, and adds a few extra features. It's technically the better version in a lot of ways. But there's a lot of charm to the original version, in my opinion, still. And I'll be honest, probably some of it's nostalgia that I like it so much. But I'm sharing this one because I feel like normally I would end a battle over just that, but this is a tutorial battle. It won't matter what equipment my character has. If it happens to one of them, it would suck a lot. Anyone besides me. And you'll see why. Because I plan on getting through chapter 1 today. Sorry, we are going to be going into a lot of different things. But, you know. Also, if you're tuning in, don't be afraid to... Don't be afraid to, start chatting in chat, you know. Get that going. If you guys have questions at all, please ask me. I would love to answer any and all of them. This game can be a little bit... I'm sorry. I'm not used to playing on this emulator, so I'm still getting familiar with some of the controls. If you have any questions at all during any point of the story, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer. I know most of you personally, I'm sure. So if there's anything I can possibly do to answer these questions, I'd love to. This game is very near and dear to my heart. Like I said, it's one of the first games I've ever played. So I've been pretty much playing this game since I could honestly hold a controller. Well, I'm dead. Well, that just means I get more time to talk to you guys. So, cut to like 2-3-year-old me, pretty much playing this game with my great aunt. And I fell in love. Like, this is what gaming is to me. This is what marks a good game. There's some things that, as I've gotten older, I've realized, like, yes, it's not perfect, because no game is truly perfect. But especially the story, I find that the story really intrigues me, and I just love watching it. We won.
The princess!
This way. Be quick. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you!
You've quite a mouth on you, princess. Forgive me. 'Tis your birth and faith that wrong you, not I.
The original line was blame yourself for God, which is equally as cool, I feel.
Hold there!
Is it truly him?
I cannot be!
Delita, he lives? But why does he fight under the banner of Duke Goltana?
Records of the hero Delita first appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of the Lions. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw knights returning from the front stripped of livelihood, their fealty to the crown and nobility abandoned. Many became rogues and traitors. men donning the thief's cloak and plotting treason against the crown. It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. As such, the city of Garland, too, saw its share. Chapter 1. The Meager. So, the Royal Military Academy at Garland. That is where we are right now. Another wind was struck last night on its way to Egros. The Corpse Brigade again? I wonder where all this leads. Lino, what do you make of this? I'm not sure. I have my guesses, but I'm listening. I think Duke Larg is coming to Garland. Duke Larg? Why? Not just the Duke, but Marquis de Elmendor de Liberty too. That's the first I've heard of this. This not sound of a state visit. All of Eve, at least, is in turmoil. The Order is supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is they number too few. And they mean to bolster their numbers with us. Alright, everybody, form up. The Order of the Northern Sky is an assignment for its Knights Apprentice, and as I'm sure you already are aware, the number of brigands roaming Galone is on the rise. Among them, a Corpse Brigade, a seditious lot with a grudge against the crown. Rogues as such as they must be done. The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the brigade and an operation of a grand scale. We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard, stationed at Egros. This will leave Egros Castle undermanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses. The time to take up your arms is upon you, young princesses. I've just received word that a band of thieves routed by our knights flees here to Garland, seeking refuge. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You young apprentices will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismissed. I did only do the first battle, just to make sure everything was working for the emulator and everything. So I won't go into too much detail unless someone is interested. You're much better. You're much better. 70 and 47. It's not perfect, but Virgo. Wait. Oh, hang on. I'm still gonna have conflict with someone. Sorry, this is me nerding out a little bit. And I'm trying to just same gender. Let's. Well, good thing I don't plan either of these two to use magic. Yeah, I'm not fond of that. I mean, it could be a lot worse. Basically what that entails, and I know I took one less member, did that on purpose. Because there's no point taking a fifth, because literally the very next battle we'll have to only use 4 again. Well, not again, but we'll only be able to use 4 party members for most of this chapter. And by then, there's no point leveling up a 5th unit, it's a little bit more difficult. I just stick with the 4. What have ye here? We Muppets, is it? Our luck went and turned for the better. Our white lads cut through these ones and we're good as fled. We'll make quick work of them. Be leaving no squealers behind either. Did I just do like a good Scottish accent? That wasn't even like on purpose. Delete always goes first. I'll do my best to explain the plot and such as we go, answering some questions that you guys may have. But in all honesty, it'll be a lot. Careful, Jesse. Remember, the well-trained thrust pierces the mail. Don't patronize me, Delita. We gloves know our way around a battlefield. Beowulf, was it? Heir to a noble house below, I wager? Looks like we have ourselves some apprentices from the academy. Well, highborn Muppets, still Muppets. Lay down your arms or die clutching them. None will mourn your passing. And you mean to take us to do that then? You're in far over your little heads. Just chant. Ooh. Yes, please. Stone is very useful for spires, especially. It allows Doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it allows you to do damage, and damage is damage from a little bit of a distance. It's also a great way to grind and the like. Not that you guys will see that a lot. I'm not sure how much I'll, like this entire stream today, I'll definitely be doing, you'll see it all. But I'm not sure how much I'm going to grind actually on stream. Just to, more so to try to avoid boring you guys too much, because there's not a lot in these battles except for the story ones. The story ones you'll see. I won't skip those, but everything else, it'll be everything else will be shown. Whose turn is next? Merlin Oop, didn't mean to do that. I meant to do a regular attack. So this battle isn't hard per se, it's just more everyone's kind of weak, so it's like you just kind of have to play it a little safe and figure out what's truly best. I will say I like almost never have to use a potion in this battle. This did not go in my favor, that's for sure. The reason I tried to do that was because Rush has a chance of pushing an enemy forward a tile. And what that does is if it's from a high enough height, they'll take damage. Yes, there is fall damage in this game. And yes, it is fun to pull off. Especially when you do a powerful just attack with like your sword and you do like 100 damage and then like an additional 30 in fall damage. Sometimes like it's even sweeter when you kill them. It's a lot of fun. He's annoying. He heals himself. Anyone who heals themselves is annoying. And yes, I am a hypocrite. I did heal myself this battle, but it's still annoying. See, we just did. Not as much as I was hoping, actually, but it's still fun to pull off. I'm surprised we're able to reach him. Oh, 1 HP. I love the 1 HP club. Will I be able to reach with the stone? Question. Yes, I am. As long as it hits, it scores. Honest Rick would see them die old in bed, yet they choose to instead this early grave. Why persist such folly? So we got our potion back, a phoenix down, a mithril knife, and $2,000. Something in my eyes. So there's no reason for you to keep equipment on anyone that you're not using. So I don't. As you can see. It just kind of helps me keep in mind, okay, for this person, just save my points, but I'm definitely going to learn those two. Those two are like vital. already know magic? Huh. Well, I guess he is level 2. Okay. Well then. She can already become a knight and archer. Now, changing to any of that is not a good idea right now, because we don't have the equipment to comfortably do so, but to know that we have it. Okay. Now, I don't think the music is too loud for stream. In fact, I will turn probably the game down a little bit. I think that'll be better, but I'm not entirely sure. I know it's a little louder for even me, and I don't know how to turn it down. Well, I don't think I can turn it down in game. God damn. Well, shit. How much does... So we would only be able to get one spell off per battle. It's not worth it just yet to switch over to black magic, but I was thinking about it in all honesty. I like going fire and blizzard first. I just like them better. Protect. Save up to get what I'm doing, even though I have points to spend. I'm going to work on getting this, because this helps reduce the amount of time you need to actually grind. And yes, I can dismiss these units, but there's a reason I'm not going to, because it helps you do other side quests and things, which is just better overall. Alright, we've done all that. It's time to save. Don't be afraid to chat, everyone. Ugh. Barbaneth Belov, a great hero in his own right who had attained the distinguished title of Knight Gallant, approaches the hour of his death. Give me one moment. We will be taking a quick intermission. Sorry about the delay. We are now back and ready to continue. What news of the war? The Order has struck a great blow to liberty. Is ours one more? We will be able to recall our forces in Zentenia, and on all goes as planned. Lord Father, be not troubled. The envoy is dispatched to advocate Lenario has returned. He has agreed to your proposal, Lord Father. Good. Very good. Then the war will die with me. Father. There now, Alma. Do you want my last memory to be of your tears? Where's that Jesse? He should be here at your side. Desidar Zalbag, you are dear to me, but Jesse is no less so. Though he be not the issue of the womb that bore you, my sons, still my blood courses in his veins. Watch after him. Lord Father, we are Zalbag's and Disidar's half-brother, and Alma is our full sister. Our character and Alma are full siblings, while the other two are our half-siblings. They came first, though, so they kind of have a little bit of a better stigma. The stigma that they're better than us. Disidarg more so. And you'll see that. You forget yourself, Jesse. You have come. Good. Let me look at you once more on your face. Lord Father. How long has it been? You've grown into a fine young man. I hear your studies. You've been at the academy since spring, is it? Hear me, Jesse. For generations we Baels have stood the foremost of those who serve the crown. Ours is the soul of the knight. Become a knight worthy of your name. Tolerate no injustice. Stray not from the true path. You will know the path you must walk. A bold can walk no other. I will not fail you, Father. Your friend Delita, he is a good boy. He is lowborn, but he can serve you well. I have made arrangements for him to enter the academy. You should have seen the look on the headmaster's face. In the years ahead, you will need someone who you can trust. You could do far worse than Delita. As you say, Father. Take care of your sister. And show these brothers of yours what it is to be a knight. The sun sets as he dies. If I remember correctly, yeah, there's nothing of interest to buy, so we will just move on. I'll save again, even though there's not really a need to, but just in case, because this battle can, you'll see. This battle can either go fine, or it's a pain in the ass, and I like to make sure, that I'm just not taking a risk that I don't want to take. We'll spread our units out a little bit more for this one, because it'll be a little bit more important that we cover a little bit more ground, and you'll see why. Mandalia Plain. Looks like this one's still alive. What do we do with him? What do you think we do with him? Right then. Your luck's run out, Knave, if you ever had any. Blast one of the Order's patrols. The Corpse Brigade, and they got a hostage in their midst. We must rescue their captive. To do less would be unbecoming of men of the Order. Depending on what option we pick, completely changes the goal. So now our goal is to save him. If we pick the other option, it would just be to defeat all enemies. Meaning, if he dies, it's no big deal. Reinforcements, and none too soon. He does a lot of damage, at least for our level, because he has a long sword on him. But, as I was saying, it's very easy for him to kind of get foolish and pretty much trap himself. So it's not always the best option, but by doing that, you raise some of your stats, which is much better than not. And it's not super hard to save him. But what saving him entails is defeating all the enemies and making sure he stays alive. That's the only difference. The other possible victory condition is defeat a specific enemy. And usually if you defeat that enemy, or most of the time just whittle them down enough, that'll end the battle. Because none of them, only certain times do they actually stay around and fight. I'm gonna sneak him right there. And I'm gonna try to get this is good. They're kind of trapped in a funnel, which just hurts them in the long run. Yes, I know I hit the person we were supposed to be saving, but as you saw there, we still got experience points and job points, which is much better than not doing that on a turn. So that's why we did it. Delia's not doing freaking anything. Alright, I'll take it. That unit is a thief. He's not a... Yes, he's like a much higher unit because, to give you guys some perspective, we're squires right now. We go from squires to knights or archers is what we unlock. If we go down the archer path a little bit, we'll be able to unlock thieves. So thieves are a little bit more powerful depending on the circumstances, but he's not at all scary because he doesn't even have any steal abilities that make him at all intimidating. So it's no use worrying about him. He's practically just another squire. In fact, probably less so, because he can only equip that dagger. It's really nothing to be worried about. You can take him out first. It doesn't really matter. It's not really beneficial one way or another. In order. Well, it was worth a shot. I used to call poison in this game green elephant. That's something that I always think of, even to this day. Because that icon looked kind of like an elephant to me. And I'm sure if you look at it the right way, you can kind of see how it is. It's like a little, like, speech bubble. And you can see the head of the elephant. But, like, the sides of it, sides of the bubble, you see, like, where the line splits off? It kind of looks like two giant ears. And then the bottom of the speech bubble, where it is meant to come out of, like, the character's mouth, so to speak, that, to me, looked like a trunk as a kid. So I'd always call it green elephant, because you would turn green, and the icon would look like an elephant to me. Just a fun fact of little kid me. You're just gonna steal all our kills, aren't you? And no, stealing kills isn't like a terrible thing, but you get more raw experience for defeating an enemy than you do just attacking one. As you saw, Ramza got 20 experience for finishing off that enemy, while our friend here only got 9 for just attacking the enemy. He would have got 10, but because he's a higher level, it's... And that's the other thing too, is experience scales with level. So right now we're level 2 and he's level 1, so we're only going to get 9 experience instead of 10 for every action, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. You honestly don't want to level too much. Not that it shouldn't be a problem early game. You just don't want to level too much to the point where any random encounter you're entering, you're unable to actually deal enough damage to the monsters and stuff that it starts to become an issue. That they'll be healing themselves or whatever the case may be. I should have just stopped and attacked them, but I need to get over here. Save our friend first. Okay. She might go down, and I don't want dead, but I might have to. Oh wow, I was not poisoned for long. Which is good. Poison's no fun. Yes, that'll be helpful. Okay, we have 3 Phoenix Dens. So, go ahead and revive her. She should be able to take a hit. In that case. Nobody has any equipment, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna end it. I could, prolong the battle a little bit and, get equipment, possibly. But there's not really much of a point. None of the equipment is really worthwhile. Here we are. Are you harmed? I'll be fine. It's for the Marquis's safety, I fear. The Marquis Elmondor de Liberty was here? The very same. And whom do I owe my gratitude? We are knights apprentices from the Academy at Garland. We may be able to help you, but first I would hear more. But if that timer, as you guys should have seen, the red bubble means a unit's dead, and, well, not that it's dead, but for now, what that bubble means is that unit still takes its turn. And every time they take their turn, that counter starts to tick down. When it hits 0, and on the one after it hits 0, so when they hit 0 and it comes back around again, they'll turn either into a crystal or a treasure chest. A crystal will restore HP, MP, and give you, if they were a human, they'll give you an ability. If they have an ability that you didn't already know. Or they'll turn into a treasure chest, which will either have a piece of equipment that they were carrying, or it'll have a random item. My name is Argath, a knight in His Excellency, the Marquis Elmondor de Liberty household. A knight, you say? Well, truth be told, I'm a knight apprentice. As are you, if I'm not mistaken. A fellow knight in training, then. I'm Jesse Beowulf. This is Dialita Hyrule, my trusted friend. Beowulf? You're not of the Beowulfs of the Order of the Northern Sky, are you? What fantastic luck. A blessing in the midst of disaster. What? The Order can help me rescue the Marquis. It must. The Marquis is held captive? They took him hostage, yes, but he still lives. We must act quickly if he is to remain so. Should he be killed, I will lose everything. You simply must help me. Please, I beg of you. Calm yourself. Who's to say Marquis is to be killed anyways? The Corpse Brigade would not take a man alive to save there were value in keeping him so. Of that you can be sure. There's little for the three of us can do to help in any case. If the Marquis is taken hostage, Egros will be in uproar. You can be sure of that too. Then before all else, we will report to Egros. Are we agreed? Agreed. We'll start there. So now he joins our party. He is a guest, and I'm taking his equipment. We'll give him a dagger just so he has something, because I'm not going to sell those just yet. I'm going to give myself the bronze longsword. Jesus. And I'll give our chemist the battle boots just so he can be on par with everyone in movement. Yeah, I think that was everything. Just abilities now. Alright. JP boost. Thank you. This will make running through jobs a lot faster. I also don't like to move on with a job until I've mastered it. That is just kind of the rule that I've always had set when I was playing with my great aunt. So it was just a lot. And it does help. Excuse me. It does help you manage everything kind of well, because then you have time to build up money and items, so on and so forth. You're not jumping around as much. But a lot of people don't play that way, in all honesty, and that's fine. But I will say a tip, if you're going to be playing this game, is if you want to not have to grind JP as much, it is better for you to master jobs, because you'll get a bonus amount of JP accrued per action for every job you've mastered. Alright, here we go to Egros. I hear you were decorated for your first victory, Jesse. They sing your praise from on high. You do honor to our name, my brother, and to me. I'm glad. Oh, you would not seem it. I am, forgive me. Your words do me far more honor than I have done you. No doubt word has already reached you, but the Marquis de Limberty's carriage was waylaid and the Marquis taken. What have you a mind to do? I have already asked Zalbag to dispatch a squad in pursuit. These brigands must eventually come forth and demand ransom. That is assuming the Marquis yet lives. I beg of you, Lord Beowulf, lend me 100 men that I might hunt the Horsens down. Please, my lord, grant me the means to avenge my fallen friends. Mayhaps your ears fail you. I said that a squad is to be dispatched. You are not a man to get alone. Leave her affairs to those of us who are. But my lord, do not assume to beg favors of me. Let me remind you, Argath, lest you forget your place. You are yet but another sword, not even yet knighted. The two of you will remain here at Egros and serve among the castle guard. You needn't worry, danger is not likely to visit these walls. My own house was once respected as highly as House Beowulf, you know. At least until my grandfather was captured during the war. He turned traitor, thinking to buy his freedom with the lives of his friends. But his freedom scarce outlived his honor. He is was not a dozen paces out their gate when the dagger was found in his back, killed by some common squire, no more than a knight than I. One of the men he betrayed later escaped and spread words of his misdeeds. My lord father would have none of it, but of course, but he was the only one. Our bannermen deserted us, our reputation ruined. I suppose I had best remember my place. Your lord brother has no reason to lend ears to pleas from the likes of me. Delita! Tietra! Alma! Zalbag! Jesse, you've come home. It's been some time, hasn't it, Zalbag? I heard about Garland. They say you made short work of those brigands. Now you've truly the right to call yourself a Beowulf. Father would be proud. Thank you, Lord Brother. Ha! You certainly haven't changed. God forbid you show a bit of cheer on being praised. And you, Delita, do not think your word of your deeds escapes our ears. Your sister's been so full of pride, I fear she might burst. Worry not. My seams have held. I'm glad to see you looking so well, Delita. And I you. Have you settled in at school? Yes, the others have all been quite kind to me. Would that we speak of at greater leisure. But there are duties that require my attendance. Rogues do not catch themselves. I understand. Good luck. We've received a note of ransom from the Corpse Brigade. What? Something about it sits in well with me. They are anarchists, to be sure, bent on bringing down the aristocracy. But they fancy themselves righteous, and they prey only on the nobility and those in our employ. Would such as they truly kidnap the Marquis for want of coin? Why wouldn't they? They're not but common footpads. One of the men I planted among them has not returned. I worry he may be caught up in something serious. But there are those who do not think some mere spy are worth the search party's efforts. Where was he last known to be? A merchant city named Deuter, eastern Agello. Guarding a castle grows dreadfully dull. Wouldn't you agree? Sorry. Forgive us, Titra. Seems we must be leaving sooner than we had planned. Don't worry about me, just take care of yourself. I will. Mind your studies. I'll be back before you've even noticed I'm gone. Let's be on our way. Tietra puts on a brave face, but the truth is not as honeyed as her words. What do you mean? She had a hard time of it at school. The others tease her for being lowborn. Forgive me, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sure you haven't worries enough of your own. Tietra will be alright. I'm here to look after her. Then there is not to worry about, but mind your own limits. You can't be responsible for everything. Says the brothers who never fails to do any and all that is expected of him. Don't lose sight of yourself, Jesse. You needn't let your life be ruled by the fact you were born a Beowulf. Now you're starting to sound like Mother. Ha ha ha. Not much. I'm skipping too much over with dialogue there. Just more trying to speed through it so it's a little easier. We may enter a battle here, so I'm going to save. Not that I'm really worried, but I'd much rather speak of the devil. Alright, this is our first random encounter. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in, by the way. I know I did promote this a little bit tonight. I'll probably be streaming this maybe every 2 days. It'll kind of just depend on how my throat feels. I'm not used to reading out loud, which is why I'm stuttering over my words a lot. And the other thing is, I'm just not used to talking a whole lot as of late. So I'm not... It'll take a lot more of my throat than I prefer. I can already tell that I'm getting a little burnt out because I'm not used to talking this much. But which is a good thing in the sense of I'm just glad that I have so much to say and so much to talk about because I'm just really passionate about this game. It's like 7, it should be 8. That's because I'm using 4 party members. On a different save that I'm not playing right now, I have a squad of 5 party members, and I'm not using the standard 4 that I use. I'm going to just kind of play this game how I would play it as a kid. To a certain degree. So I will be able to get much stronger party members later on. So we'll use them as we go along. So I'm not going to spoil anything for those who don't know, but just know that we will have access to much more powerful units, and I do plan on using one of them. She doesn't have stone yet, no? Okay. The reason that this game's a little bit challenging when it comes to random battles is one, so that way when you're actually attacking enemies and stuff, you're gaining actual experience. And 2, the reason you don't want to power level too much is enemies, monsters, everyone gains maximum HP as they level up, as well as a few other things. It's not super significant, the other things. It kind of just depends. And it's very complicated and hard to kind of describe. It's a normal level up, just kind of put it as that. But your human units, they benefit more from gaining job points and getting better equipment. While monsters, because they can't equip equipment, they'll benefit much more from just raw leveling up, which means they'll be able to do more damage, way more damage, and they'll have way more HP. Their stats go up in that sense. To kind of be not tankier, but more powerful in attack and defense, pretty much. There is no defense stat but your defense kind of is your health points. You don't want that to go down to 0, obviously. Be better to put that there. As much as it would be beneficial to get rid of an enemy, but it's not as worthwhile. Good. So we'll just finish him off. Sounds good. And we should be able to finish these 2 off. Yeah, this turn. Not a hard random encounter. The good thing is that this isn't super important to the plot of the story. This is just introducing multiplayer, which was introduced in this port. Did you notice? Notice what? How am I supposed to notice if you don't tell me what it's supposed to look at? The menu, you clod. Take a glimpse. The menu. Oh, right. There's some new words on it. Melee and rendezvous. What do you suppose those are? Some new manner of challenges as I hear it. Melee battles are for sparring. Sounds like a way to rum way to test your sword arm. Friendly challenges too. No worries on getting left to feed the worms. What about the other one? Rendezvous? Well, some people look to hire 2 groups of adventurers for a job. That's how you meet up with the other one. So you work together with another call, eh? Not sure I could do that. Well, there aren't a lot of offers up yet either way. Sure there will be someday, though. Once more people catch wind of the idea, there will probably be some right interesting jobs. I suppose I could try it sometimes. There's more still. This is the good part. As I'm told, both participants get rewarded with treasures. Why didn't say that from the start? Let's get going. Well, first we need to find another group. You might give it a try too, my lord. If you ever have interest, just say the word. So, I will say, for plot purposes, you can always come here to the tavern, and this will help give you some insight on the lore and world. And then now we have melee and rendezvous things, but because I am technically emulating, well, I am emulating this game. Because I am emulating this game, there is no point in that. I can't play with you guys even if I wanted to, unless you guys have a copy of the PSP version. Which then I would be happy to play, but I highly doubt anyone's going to go out of their way to buy a PSP right now. And I'm not sure if they've gotten more expensive since the last time I've had to get a PSP, so. Alright, I think that's everyone then. We'll go ahead and start selling our equipment. Oops. Shouldn't have sold a a broadsword. Should have kept it for Argrath, but I'm not as worried about him, honestly. I don't at all prioritize the guest characters, as you guys will see, I'm sure. Stone will be helpful. JP boost. Not quite there. You do not know Phoenix Down, so you need to learn that right away. You do have Archer, Knight. Oh, you have just enough. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oops, wrong one. For guest characters, because they never accompany you on battle, no point in not having them learn some things. I'm not as worried about what they can do. It's just more trying to make them a little bit better. I don't know how long this will take us to get to Deuter, but we'll see about the stream then. Because I'll be honest, my throat's already starting to hurt a little bit. I am trying to keep a lot of water down. Keep my throat hydrated. Still a solid 3 viewers, which is good. Because that'll help get me to affiliate. Our luck is ill, that we should have chanced upon fiends such as these in the wood. Some of us prefer fiends in the wood to dull watch in Castle Garrett's Argath, and some of us are not so quick to jape in danger's face. Enough talk, they come. So, this one's a little bit of a harder battle. Nothing too challenging still, in my opinion. And I'll say that a lot. I'll make it obvious when I think a battle is actually genuinely hard, if, regardless of skill level. There's one that I absolutely don't like, and I do like to be a lot more powerful for. It might have been better to just throw some stones at the bomb, but I wonder if I can. Ah, that's right, she doesn't know stone. Oops. think I'll be able to... Oh no, I will. Ooh, nice. We were able to knock him back a peg. Okay. Time for me to get out of there. Unless I get a potion. Battle boots feel so much better. If you didn't get to see what they did, they increase our speed by, I mean not speed, our movement by 1. Which doesn't sound like a lot, and I understand completely that, yeah, it really doesn't sound like a lot. I'm gonna, yeah, I'll take a turn off, heal myself, and back up a little bit for a turn. So I only need to do 15 damage to him. Can't necessarily do that. How much? Alright, it's not a bad idea to use another potion. No, wait, what do the purple ones do? Because I thought it was only the... I thought the purple ones could blind you, not the red ones. Oh, the purple ones can spin and hit you. So as long as you're not any tiles higher than them but adjacent to them, you can spin and do some pretty nice damage across several enemies. The only problem with that is if they have like a counter move and a damaging counter move, they can all counter you over and over, and it can be kind of bad. But otherwise, not too much of a big deal. Maybe I'll level her up a little bit more. Thing is the turn order has them set a little higher that they get bonus experience. That Panther's lower than I thought. Alright. I think we've got this battle down pretty well. And in a couple of turns, that one goblin is going to turn into either a chest or a crystal, which will be just as helpful, honestly. Alright. What does Rush do? Okay. Maybe it doesn't activate reaction abilities too, but I can't say that for certain. Now it's just the bomb, which, if he gets critical enough, he'll just self-destruct, probably on Delita. But we should be able to reach him by that point. Yeah. Ah, damn it, she doesn't know stone. I always forget about that. I don't want to leave the chest behind. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't leave that chest behind. Can I hit one of my friends? Yes, I can. There, turn not wasted. He has 1 HP left. And now he has... okay. And... ooh. What an asshole. Once we are clear of the weld, we should soon reach Deuter. Now, this next fight is what I would say is probably the first, if you didn't have any trouble with this fight, the next fight would be the first one you would have actual trouble from. It's not hard in the slightest, it's just, it introduces new enemies, and you don't really know how to counteract them, so it becomes a little tricky. You'll see what I mean. I'm just gonna continue to save up. I honestly, I'm tempted to get move +1, but I more want focus, because focus is a lot better. I'm still waiting on it to be able to get JP boost, unfortunately. Okay, yes. Definitely stone. But I like to learn stone first because it's cheaper. But it is a little nicer. Save. We're gonna go right into it, just to kind of try it. I may be getting over my head, but I need to level her up more. Thing is like I said, the boys, they usually end up landing the final blow, and she does a lot of the work. Just like men. I'm just kidding. I said I know not of it. Do not speak false to me. I know what you've done. Where's Gustav? I will have it from you one way or another. I don't know. What are the marquees? Where have you hidden him? Tell me. I will not ask again. Where are they? The desert. They're in the desert. Sandrat Sitch. Hold. The oars, swords. My luck turns foul with the weather. Seems we did well to come here. Have I not seen that man before? You know him, Delita? I've seen his face, I'm sure of it. It was at Egros just after the war's end. Sorry, I was yawning. You pardon my misgivings, but this is not the look of a joyous reunion. To arms. So, as you can see, there's 3 different enemy types that we haven't seen on the battlefield before. I just remembered that man's name is McGrath. He commanded the dead men during the war. A company of volunteers assembled from the peasantry. What? But that would make him... Aye, the commander of the corpse brigade. So, as you can see, one of them's a knight. There are 3 archers. And, there are 2 black mages. Black mages are scary because they use offensive magic. Knights are scary because they have a lot of health and they can deal a lot of damage. And they can be harder to hit. And archers are scary, especially when they're up on high platforms, because they can reach a lot farther the higher up they are. But I will say, one of them is completely unarmed. Always. 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 So, one of them is not as threatening. The rest of them? Yeah, it's a little tricky. And as you see there, I completely missed my attack, which sucks, because now I'm just going to get hit at the cost of for nothing. Yeah, it's a free hit for them. You want to space your units out a little bit, unless they're higher up. Like that, I don't think fire would reach there. But you want to keep them clear so that way they're not adjacent or diagonal to each other, or that a tile between them would not be able to touch them. Spells, starting spells work in a cross pattern, so it's one tile in the middle and then any adjacent tile to that. Question is can we rush this mage down? And we can. Thank God. The less mages, the better. Because we are not that powerful to deal with them yet. Can I reach up there? I can. Probably when we start the next stream, I will go over pretty much everything we should know up to this point. And I know it's not as easy to kind of decipher that. Who goes next? Alright. I would have Rams. I had the Knight head on, but I've already taken damage. And I'd much rather do damage to an archer, although that is the weaker one. But taking less damage just overall is helpful. If you get up there and rush him, you'll be fine. Yes. Ouch. Kill him before he gets it off. Who goes next? No. He's got him. But I don't think that'll kill our chemist. Okay. I was mistaken. Sorely mistaken. Okay. I don't know if we have any Phoenix Downs left. I think we do. I think we at least have one. You don't want to end the battle with a enemy. I mean, with a ally down. Not that it makes things super difficult, but it's a little better off if you just, you're a little better off if you don't end with someone knocked down. And I know I can revive him, but I want to get rid of some of these enemies first, because there's no point in reviving if all he's going to do is go right back down. And Phoenix Downs are a little expensive. Okay. Alright. You always want to hit from the back, and then the sides, and then the front, if you can. The front is the least effective way to hit some. Okay. That's not good. I'm sure you at home can figure out. That's not good. Yeah. It's not good at all. Okay. I think we have our first game over. Unless he can pull off some amazingness. going to cut it close. Alright, that warrants a restart. So, I don't like to... I will say that battle... I could have won that battle, in all honesty. They just kind of got a little lucky with a few critical hits, and I obviously got a miss at that very beginning. Otherwise, that knight would have been down probably a turn or two sooner. And excuse me, sorry, I had to stretch. It would have been a little bit easier if my party was a little bit more evenly leveled. Okay, I have 2 Phoenix Downs. I'll buy 3 more. How many potions do we have? I'll get 6. And 2 more Phoenix Downs. We're gonna save there. And I'm gonna double check quickly that yes, I know Potion and Phoenix Down. And that everyone knows Potion and Phoenix Down at the least. Yep. 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 Okay. Alright. And I'll be honest, I'll hope that we run into another battle. Nope. Okay. We should be able to do it without leveling. And we've been streaming for a couple hours. I don't know if I will continue after this battle. I'll think about it, because we'll either go another hour. I'm not going to reread through all this, just because we already just saw this. We'll either go another hour, or we'll end it there. End it here. Honestly, if you guys are watching, let me know if you want me to continue right now. Otherwise, we will either continue tomorrow or Monday. Because I noticed the view count dripping off a little bit, which I don't want that to happen, but sorry. I had a message come in that I needed to answer. Alright. Let's try this again. 64. Okay. Gotta love rolling the dice. Never works in your favor. And always, when odds seem unlikely, they're helpful. Yeah, alright. I'll just, wait. Actually, it's not a good idea for me to put them there, but... I didn't see where that mage is. Damn it. That mage is putting his spell. So. Worth a shot. I'm assuming it has to be targeted on someone, so. Alright. That works for me. Because you just hurt yourself. Pretty much. That hurt a good bit. Mage first if we can. And not enough. Not as much as I want to. But it definitely helps. quite enough. How much health does each one have? Let's take out this one. Ooh, almost healed him. That would have been funny, but not what I want. Oh, I'm still a little short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here so that way his friend takes damage. I might go down. Ooh. Now it doesn't matter. Haha. See, as you can see, this one I just had much better luck with. And sometimes that's just like what it comes down to, is it's not that you necessarily fail, it's just more like your luck just kind of screws you over. I mean, think of it like any other tactical RPG, like XCOM. You know, you can have like a 99% chance to hit, but you'll just roll terribly and you won't get one. Damn it. I don't want to leave him alive, but it's also a lot harder to reach. There. Finish him off. God damn it. It's like so close. That was not at all what I wanted to roll for being back up. Hopefully we can get over there. Alright, I'm completely fine with that. And can't reach you. Yes! There we go. And just so that way we're still gaining EXP and job points. I'll have Ramza heal himself. I'll refer to him as Ramza because I don't like referring to myself in third person. But I'll read his name as my name in dialogue. But his name is Ramza Beowulf. You might hear me say Belov. That's just the way I read it as a kid. So it's just kind of like a force of habit that I read it that way in my head. But it's Beowulf. That is the correct pronunciation. If you hear me say anything else, it is wrong. But I'm gonna grab this. Ooh. The best one would either be Protector Shell in ability point cost. I'll go Shell. I'll use another. No. I'll just hit my friend. I don't like doing that, but the battle's pretty much won. Oops. Well then. How much HP do you have left? I can't reach. Well. Yeah! I'm so glad I got that on stream. That was really awesome. Oh, that made me happy. Oh, I'm so happy now. That was great. Oh, I loved that. I can't believe I did that. That was awesome. Oh shoot, I'm supposed to read this. We know you're over the brigade, there's no use hiding it, is what he said, sorry. You were with your commander, Woodgraff. When he came upon you, where is he gone? Mayhap a beating would loosen your tongue. Enough, Argrath. Listen well. A great host with the order at its van prepares a sweeping campaign that'll bring to book your Turncloak Brigade. You will die, you will be hunted down to the last and slaughtered like the swine you are, for such Brigandy's reward. But you, pig, are a lucky one. Tell us what we wish to know and we may keep your bacon. So where is Wigraff? How the bloody hell should I know? I'll not bear your ribald tongue, rogue. Learn to guard it if you not have it cut from your throat. I'm no rogue. Tell that to the men you've robbed. You nobles are all the same. You think every man born outside castle walls, less than human. We fought for this kingdom at the peril of our very lives, yet the moment the war was ended, you turned us into the streets. What do you think makes you so special? Birth? Blood? What difference does it make? You kidnap men for ransom, then dare us ask the difference between us? No, the Marquis' kidnapping was no plan of McGrath's. You never hold a man for ransom. Then who? Someone kidnapped the Marquis Elmador de Limberry. Speak, if not you, then on whom would you pin the deed? It was Gustav. It was Gustav. Gustav Margith, Lieutenant Commander of the Dead Men. So the Corpse Brigade was behind the kidnapping. No, we're not like Gustav. We fight to end the aristocracy, not to become it. To be treated as equals, as the men of honor we are. What do maggots know of honor? That's enough, Argath. So where's this Gustav? In the Sandrat's such... Sandrat? You're not of Galone. Small wonder you've not heard of them. Sandrats are unique to Zaklaus Desert, north of Dorne. Do any villages lie here between here and the desert? Villages? No, at least not anymore. But the desert men once had a settlement on the outskirts, and its ruins remain. Then that's where we'll find Gustav and the Marquis. As it's not. How can you be so certain? A sitch is a Sandwich borough, his home. Able to resupply a little bit. I do kind of want to. Okay, good. Focus will help. Then it'll probably be move and then counter tackle, just to have a reaction ability. But okay, no focus yet. That's fine. Rams is a little bit more behind than anyone else. Thank God we have that. And we have... Oops. Sometimes I'm more used to hitting circle, because on the PS1 version, that's how you confirmed any action with circle. So it gets a little confusing going from port to port, but... And then also sometimes, like, when I'm hitting, like, the back button in the menus a bunch of times, it becomes habit. Alright. We're gonna save it there. And you know what? I want to go to Egros. Actually, I forgot to equip the Iron Sword. What is... Oh, block rates. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah. That's more for parry. Parrying when you have the ability parry. I'm gonna risk it. Well, not really risk it, because none of the monsters are that hard right now. But I'm gonna risk playing for a little bit longer to see if we have iron swords, which we don't. That was a complete waste of time, unless we run into a battle on the way back. Which we run into a battle on the way back. I don't mind leveling up a little bit for this fight. It's not like an easy... it's not hard. Just there's going to be a couple of monks on, not this fight that we're doing here, not this random encounter, but on the next story battle, there'll be a couple of monks. There's a couple of archers, and I think one knight. So it's about the same, just a monk instead of wizards. And the map is overall tighter, which makes the archers a lot less effective too. Not a lot of enemies here. But I'm sorry, I needed to check a few things real quick. Nothing super big or important. We'll probably do the next battle, just because it's already closer to 1. And then at that point we'll probably call it there for tonight. That's a good amount of progress. I didn't think I was actually going to get through Chapter 1 today, but what I want to do is, before... I might do some grinding off stream. Not a whole lot, but we'll probably get a few more abilities mastered, and get kind of everyone on a certain level with each other. Alright. we should actually probably do is we should probably see about what was I gonna say? I don't know. I don't remember now. Okay. Falling back. I shouldn't have moved there. We're probably gonna die. At this rate. Two chances at 77%. I'll start off every stream with a overall recapping of everything that's happened up to this point, or at least everything from the previous stream, and any important details that we should know about. The reason I'm not talking about the plot a whole lot right now is because it's not super important just yet. A lot of it is more important in Chapter 2, honestly. Because that's when we pick back up where we started the game, which was at Orbone Monastery. But once we... God damn it. Once we can pick back up, we'll be able to really shine. That's when the story really starts rolling and getting even better. Fuck. I don't like the way this battle's going at all. It is, like, atrocious. Yeah, I'm going to go down next turn. Unless I just evade them. Which, with my luck, won't happen. If we die, we'll probably call it that, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. We'll just watch the end of the battle. Just cause, yeah, we're not gonna make it. I can try to revive everyone, but really that's too much of a pain. This battle just didn't start off good. There are a lot more enemies than I was expecting, and because really 5 enemies is a little rarer. Usually, you'll have at least 3 to 7, I think. 7's, I think, the most. Which 7's like extremely rare. And I could be wrong about it. Usually, at about most, I have 3 or 4, especially early game battles. What can we do, really? I don't know. It's really not even worth trying to think about. Yep. See, we just keep missing. There's like no point. But, you know, I appreciate everyone who tuned in, that everyone tuned in. And yeah, Hope everyone has a good rest of your night, and take care until next time. Yay, our first game over screen. Well, our first one that I let everyone see. I do like the way that looks. It is very pretty. Can you still see the... Yeah, you can still see, like, the shadows of everyone in the back. But that was the start of our new adventure together. So, with that being said, I appreciate everyone for watching. Take care and have a great night. Bye-bye.